evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, we'll have some highlights from the past year as we look back on 2021 during this special edition of News Leader. We'll be right back after these messages.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
Welcome back. Tennessee's Commission on Children and Youth has released its county profiles of child well-being in Tennessee for the year 2020, and Coffee County is ranked 51st out of the 95 counties in Tennessee, putting us 5 over the line in the bottom half of Tennessee counties in child well-being. Some of the county's positive rankings include a high medium household income and a relatively low rate of school suspensions. But Coffee County has a 25.1% of children living in poverty, which ranks 56th out of Tennessee's counties. Tennessee has an average of 1 in 5 children living in poverty. The lowest percentage is Williamson County at 3.6%, and the highest percentage is Lake County with 41.2%. The county's biggest challenges are its above average rate of children born at low birth weights, that's at 9.4%, and its relatively low high school graduation rate at 90.1%, which ranks the county at 82nd place. Additional strengths include below average rates of children lacking health insurance and of school suspensions. Additional opportunities for improvement include an above average percentage of children living in poverty and a low rate of 3rd to 8th grade students rated significantly proficient in math on the TN Ready test. Many suggested improvement policies have multiple models for delivery, including public-private partnerships and nonprofit leadership. Some of the problem areas with suggested solutions include low birth weight, which is a persistent and difficult problem, but improving can occur when care is made available for chronic physical and mental health and substance abuse conditions for women of childbearing age, especially in smoking during pregnancy, which Coffee County scored nearly 2 times the state's average. To help with graduation rates, high school students should be made aware of the community college and technical school benefits available to them through the Tennessee Promise program. The high rate of child poverty can be helped by improving outreach to those who may qualify to receive SNAP and WIC benefits to be sure they are aware of these services and which can ensure basic needs are met. Additionally, nutrition programs that provide food for school-aged children to take home can contribute to food security. Expanding services through family resource centers can also help reach those vulnerable populations. Expanding pre-K access and increasing STEM opportunities in elementary and middle school can help improve 3rd to 8th grade math proficiency. All of these goals are achievable, and our children's health and welfare relies upon it. The data was compiled by the Tennessee Commission on Children and Youth, whose mission is to lead systems improvements for all children and families through data-driven advocacy, education, and collaboration in the state of Tennessee. We'll be right back after these messages.
I feel like we're safe at Parkview.
There's somebody on staff all the time. So if you need help, help is there.
We are surrounded with people that are looking after us and taking care of us.
The staff is wonderful and always available. We feel so safe and secure here.
I feel safe at Parkview all the time.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program, and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. News leaders John Gray recently spoke with Darlene Adams and Jenny Comstock about the new Parkview Senior Living Facility in Tullahoma.
Our owners, Jay McBride, he does extensive studies of areas and communities that would have a need for a retirement community. And sure enough, Tullahoma came up and we're here and open, and we opened December the 14th, and we came to provide senior living to those that no longer want to, as Jay would say, cook, clean,
and mow
and
rake.
Exactly. So that's what we do, and we provide different services and have amenities that help seniors live more freely and come and go as they please. And so,
Tullahoma is a very unique place, and we have, the Arnold Center, the test facility out there, and people come from all over the world to do business in Tullahoma, and it's very scientific. The education level's very high here, and we have at one point we had 5 generals living within 20 miles of Tullahoma. Wow. Because they came through Arnold Center and they were stationed there, and when they retired they came back. There's a whole lot of people that pass through here that come back here, and so as they retire, and what you're providing is exactly what was needed in this town that we didn't have.
It's a luxury living.
Yes.
Affordable luxury living.
Yes. So what I'd like for you to do is give us a little bit of a understanding of how it works to be a person that lives over there, what it really is. It's not, a lot of people think it's condos. They're not condos. So give us a little intel on how things operate over there and what some of your amenities are. We have a video that we're going to run a little bit later on that shows a lot of that, but give us a little info on that.
Well, first of all, we are not a buy-in community. That's one of the first questions that someone will ask, are you a buy-in? And we are not. We do have a one-time community fee once they choose their apartment. It holds the apartment for them for 30 days or longer if need be. Then they just literally move in. It is month to month on that basis. We have 4 different sizes of apartments. We have a studio, we have a small 1-bedroom, a deluxe large 1-bedroom, and then we have 2-bedroom apartments. So it's all in what would meet the need of the resident. They move in, their meals are provided, a chef-prepared meal in the evening, a large continental breakfast is set up for them.
I've seen Jenny put those on Facebook.
We also provide cable. Basic cable is included. All their utilities, unlimited long-distance landline phone. They get a fall pendant lifeline, and they also have Wi-Fi in their room. So when you add up all of those extra expenses, then you'll see, and our prices are very reasonable.
We also have a 24-passenger bus along with the minivan, so we can assist with taking to doctor's appointments or anything like that, so they can drive if they want to drive, or if they don't want to drive, we're here for them. So that's another amenity that goes in, all with your
my wife Fran was over there talking with some folks, and the grand piano.
We have 2 grand.
2 grand pianos. See, she's a piano player, so that just blew her away.
Gotcha.
And the furnishings there, although the people who live there bring their own furniture and furnish their own apartment, but the common spaces are furnished, as you'll see in the video we're getting ready to show you, unbelievably.
These are the common areas. There's our dining room.
Beautiful.
Because we have
Look
a
at the furniture.
private dining room and living room area where they can reserve that.
Pool table?
Pool table.
I'm in.
We have a pub where we will have
pub?
fun. Yeah. Fun times.
Outstanding. The rugs are beautiful.
Library.
There's a piano.
Formal library, and they can reserve some of these areas
Now,
for
what
family
is that area
fun.
with the lamppost?
That's in front of the theater.
Okay.
It's designed like you're living in your own home, and you decide you want to walk downtown.
So you're walking downtown, you've got a pub, there's a restaurant, there's a movie theater, there's a library.
There's a gym.
And a workout space, I'm sure.
Salon.
And these are some of the rooms.
Yes, these are some of the rooms that the
And then the patios. Does every unit have a patio?
balcony or patio.
Balcony or a patio. So, I mean, folks, this is incredible.
We'll be right back after these messages.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
The individuals with dementia, those with Parkinson's, those that have maybe mobility issues, need caregivers. Well, those caregivers are 24 hours a day at home, and they never get a rest. And if they have to go to work, they're kind of out of luck. So that's why Trinity came into existence 25 years ago, to allow the caregivers to have a safe center where they could put their loved ones, know they would be well cared for, stimulated, fed good nutritious meals, have activities to their level, and then the caregiver can stop by and pick them up and go on home and have some continuity into their life.
Welcome back. On Friday, I was at the ribbon cutting and open house for the new Tullahoma Police Station. In this video, Tullahoma Police Chief Jason Williams speaks to the gathering, and we get to check out the new police station.
I'd like to welcome everybody here today. My name is Jason Williams. I'm your Chief of Police here at the Tullahoma Police Department. Thank you for coming to the ribbon cutting ceremony for the new Tullahoma Police Department. I want to start by personally thanking the Markhams for the generous property donation they made, which helped make this moment a reality. I also want to thank City Administrator Jennifer Moody for spearheading this project and her leadership in moving it forward. I would also like to thank the Tullahoma City Board of Mayor and Aldermen, both past and present, who also supported this project and led the way in authorizing the construction of our new police department. I also would like to take a moment and thank the many retired Tullahoma Police Department officers who are with us today. Your service and dedication to this community have also paved the way for this new police department to become a reality by setting an example of selfless and honorable service for the future generations of public servants and the betterment of Tullahoma. When thinking about this day and pondering what this new police department will mean for our agency moving forward, I had many different thoughts. Ultimately, though, the two words that kept coming to mind for me were expectations and opportunities. On the thought of expectations for the police, with the construction of this new department, our community has made it known that they place a high expectation on their police officers to be professionals and work diligently to keep our community safe. Our society expects us to provide a safe environment for them to live in and work. In Tullahoma, as in any community, this expectation can be met by having the best equipped, best trained, and best educated law enforcement officers to respond to the needs of our citizens efficiently and safely. I feel that our community has made these expectations known with the construction of this building. Currently, the TPD operates out of the back end of the City Hall, that also used to house both the Tullahoma Fire Department and the Tullahoma Police Department, which is probably a good thing the walls can't talk, with both of us being under the same roof together. While being accommodating and serving its purpose well over the years, this area has become very dated and ill-equipped to handle the various technological needs and training demands that our profession and our community have placed on our agency. Currently, the TPD operates in an area that is approximately a little under 5,000 square feet in size, and we will be moving into an area roughly over 10,000 square feet in size. This new building will not only help us meet our community's expectations by providing a platform from which we can meet the demand of our town's future needs, but it will also help us evolve so we may continue to meet those demands and keep up with current and future technology and the demands and strains it may place on our profession. Since we have covered a little bit about where we have been, I want to shift towards where we are going. Since we have discussed our community's expectations for the TPD with the construction of our new police department, I will now look at the opportunities that this building will provide to meet those expectations. With our new police department being roughly doubled in size compared to our current location, we will have many new opportunities to meet the expectations that have been set for us. An opportunity that I'm very excited about and our new building provides for us is in the field of training. Our new police department has a training room in it that will allow us to have an area that is on site, which will help us to facilitate our officers' education and their forward progression. It also provides us the opportunity to host specialized classes in conjunction with other law enforcement agencies from the region. Opportunities like these allow our agency to forge partnerships and friendships with other agencies, which this day and time are crucial for all communities to have success, especially when it comes to keeping them safe and dealing with significant critical incidents. Not being able to establish these partnerships and call upon our public safety neighbors during times of need would otherwise tax and burden the capabilities of any surrounding agency having to deal with such incidents by themselves. Another opportunity for our agency with the construction of this new police department is the ability to provide an area where we can welcome in and meet with various community groups and organizations. This will help us better understand the needs of our community and how we can work together to meet those needs through partnerships between the police and those we serve. In closing in my remarks, I would like to leave you with this. Sir Robert Peel, who is credited as being one of the main influences and founding fathers of modern policing, is quoted as saying, "Police at all times should maintain a relationship with the public that gives reality to the historic tradition that the police are the people and the people are the police." As we begin to occupy our new police department, it will provide many benefits for our officers and be occupied by our officers. But we will never lose sight of the fact that it has been provided by the people and for the benefit of the people. Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Everyone here at Stroop-Sackert Refrigeration would like to congratulate the 2021 Tullahoma Wildcats head coach John Olive and staff on an outstanding undefeated season and first-time state championship. Go Cats!
Welcome back. I stopped by Traders Bank in Tullahoma yesterday to speak with Joyce Branch, who is retiring after 36 years of service to the bank. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today at Traders Bank in Tullahoma, and I'm speaking with Joyce Branch. And Joyce, this is kind of a special day for you because you're retiring today, and you've been here how many years?
Be 36 years in October.
Okay. So how do you feel today, knowing when you walk out of here today, this is going to be your last day on the job?
I'm just relaxed and ready for the retirement to start.
Talk a little bit about your first day on the job and how you come to be employed by Traders Bank.
Well, actually, I was actually working at Kenwin Shop, a dress shop in, downtown, and they were downsizing and almost ready to close out the store, and I asked for a separation slip, and at that time, that was something that they had in mind for me. So I actually came into the bank and was talking with Larry Lynch, and I said, Larry, I'm going to be drawing some unemployment. He said, you are? I said, yes. I said, I'm excited to never drew unemployment before, but I'm going to take some time off. And he said, oh, I think you need to fill out an application with us at Traders. I said, well, Larry, I would like to have a couple of weeks, maybe. And so at that time, I went ahead and filled out the application. And needless to say, I never used any of that time. I went to work the next week.
So you never got any of that unemployment?
None of that unemployment. Never even got to the unemployment office. So it was exciting to me because it was a new adventure. Never worked in banking before. And I was a stay-at-home mom. So it was something really different. It was a little scary, but Benny Garrett, he told me, he said, you've got this. We're just glad to have you on board. And believe you me, through the years I have learned lots of technology, which I would have never learned if I had not been in banking.
Talk a little bit about the changes in the banking industry since you started. Technology, I'm sure, has been one of them.
Yes, it certainly has. Of course, when I came in the bookkeeping department, and at that time, you had film, and actually, we were having the physical checks in hand on a daily basis, which had cleared the customer's account the previous day. We had metal bins that we took everybody's check, looked to make sure that the signature was correct, and we filed it in a slot to where that when it became time for us to do their statements and send them out, we had all the checks in hand that went into the envelope with their statement, and now that just doesn't happen.
I'm assuming that perhaps, and we're talking maybe 1985, somewhere in that neighborhood, that computers were not prevalent in banking.
That is correct. That is correct. And of course, when we did go on board with the computers, I kind of stepped back and said, I don't know if I can do this. And of course, everybody was behind me and said, we're learning together. So it was good to see, coworkers coming in and saying, we can make this happen.
So you've probably done several different kinds of jobs in your tenure here.
Yes, I went from the bookkeeping area to the accounting department. Of course, that was with Sheila Sudbury and Linda Crowell, and we were there for 25 years. We were there working with all the bank information and actually seeing that the bank was running smoothly. Of course, Federal Reserve was something that we really worked with, and I was in charge of making sure that we never went into the negative with Federal Reserve. And then actually I went into working with Rob Norman with bank investments. And, when you're working with that kind of department, you have a lot of responsibilities. And, of course, I feel like I stepped up and did my best. And then, of course, when we merged with Citizens Bank of Lafayette 6 years ago, all the accounting that I was doing moved to the main office. So they asked if I would come down to the lobby because they felt like with my background and knowing the customers would be a good thing to see them face to face. And that's been a very rewarding experience because when you have a customer that walks through into the lobby and you may be the only person that says, hello, good morning, how are you? That may be all the conversations that they may have with a human being all day. So I feel that I've been blessed to be able to meet the customers and speak to them as family.
A lot of those customers I've noticed it just in the time that I've been here have been stopping by your desk and congratulating you and such. Some bring gifts and that kind of thing. But that's got to be very gratifying to you.
It certainly is. I mean, to see my customers, and even on the Facebook post last night, I'm just amazed with all the people that has come forward that I've never even thought about in 35 years. Of course, and I've also seen a lot of our coworkers that I've worked with that are no longer with us, and I just feel blessed to be able to know all of those people, all of my coworkers, the past and the present. And of course, being a family person that I am, I give a lot of gratitude to my husband. He's been my rock.
You know, speaking of your husband, her husband is Abe Branch, and Abe is a really, really nice guy. And over the last few years, he's been retired, and Joyce has been working. So Abe gets up every morning and cooks her breakfast before she comes to work. I saw him the other day, and he said, "This one of the neatest things about this is come Thursday morning, Joyce will be the one getting up, cooking breakfast, cleaning house and stuff, because I'm done with all that."
Well,
do you believe that?
No, I do not believe that. No, I certainly don't. We work together, and you know, with 2 daughters and 5 grandsons and 1 great-grandson that's 1 year old, I'm expecting to have lots of good family time.
Do you have plans, specific plans of what you're going to do when you retire?
Not exactly. In the morning, I will get up, and my husband will have my coffee ready, and I'll be on the back patio having my coffee and watching the birds in the bird feeder and watching his garden grow.
All right. Joyce, congratulations. I know the bank has certainly benefited, and you've been a great asset to this organization. I know that from what I hear from all the people, and we congratulate you on that and wish you the very best in retirement.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. And that wraps it up for 2021, and we hope you've had a great year, and we hope you have an even better 2022. You have a good evening.